Welcome to Team Player Gaming's first episode of Travel Golarion, where we discuss all things Golarion. I'm excited to bring you this series because there's an endless amount of lore, and if you're a fan of fantasy like I am, then this series should definitely interest you. If you're new to roleplay or just converting from another system, this series has you covered. In this series, we're going to discuss the nations, cities, dimensions, planes, and the endless lore that brings it all together. We'll start by discussing the material universe and the solar system where Golarion resides. In the Pathfinder campaign setting, there's well-defined lore for the creation of the material universe and the other planes. It all started during the creation of what is now known as the First World. The gods were trying to create a material universe as a mean to move souls between the universes, and when it failed, it became known as the First World. So, another attempt was later made, and the gods finally succeeded in creating the material plane. Now, the material plane is much like our own universe. It's a seemingly never-ending universe, and it's filled with billions of galaxies and trillions of stars and planets. The material plane has other planets teeming with life that are similar to Golarion, but the creators of Pathfinder chose Golarion as the default campaign setting for its content. Golarion belongs to a solar system, again, similar to ours. It's even the third planet from the sun, just like Earth is. Now, unlike our solar system, the Golarion solar system has life on several of its planets, but Golarion is going to be the focal point for a majority of the existing lore. The current year on Golarion is 4723. It's pretty simple to figure out. You just have to add 2,700 years to the current Earth year, and you get Golarion's current year. Let's dive right into the Golarion timeline, starting all the way back over 10,000 years ago to the Age of Creation. This is the first of 8 ages that Golarion has progressed through. The Age of Creation is simply the time from when the planet was created all the way until life started populating it. Now, moving on to the second age, the Age of Serpents. So this time period is a unique one because it was before the rise of humanity, but there was still intelligent life that populated a large area of the planet. These people were named the Serpent Folk, which are humanoid-type creatures with snake-like heads. During the Age of Serpents, the Serpent Folk commanded a massive empire that stretched far and wide across the entire planet. The third age, named the Age of Legend, which gave rise to the first human civilization. During this time period, the population of other races started to eclipse that of the Serpent Folk, and eventually the Serpent Folk were chased off and forced to retreat to the Darklands, deep under the surface of the planet, where they lived in caves and catacombs, hidden away from the other races that conquered the planet. The fourth age was the first age where time was recorded. We don't know how long the first 3 ages last, but the fourth age, the Age of Darkness, began in the year negative 5293. Over the time period of about 1,000 years, a lot happened on Golarion. The Age of Darkness started with a single event. A gemstone meteorite crashed into Golarion and destroyed most of the life on the planet. This event is referred to as Earthfall. The aftermath left behind the creation of the Inner Sea region, where a vast majority of the planet's more modern lore originates from. The fifth age was 800 years of anarchy and chaos. The Age of Anguish was a crazy time. The dust finally cleared the air after 1,000 years of darkness, and the remaining survivors began a global power struggle for dominance in this new era. By the time of the end of the Age of Anguish, things were finally starting to settle down, and tensions began to dwindle as the various races began to establish their own lands. The sixth age, the Age of Destiny, was marked by the founding of the nation of Osirian in negative 3470, which paved the way for the rise of human civilization across Golarion. During this time, nations started to thrive, economies were developed, and things seemed bright for the future. There were a few notable wars that happened here, but overall, the Age of Destiny was more like a stepping stone to what came next. The seventh age is known as the Age of Enthronement, and it played a pivotal role in the establishment of the Inner Sea. There's a key figure in Golarion lore, a man named Aroden, who raised the gemstone meteorite from the bottom of the Inner Sea and then founded the great city of Absalom. Oh, did I forget to mention that the gemstone meteorite has a name? It's called the Starstone, and it's the mystical and powerful stone that became the catalyst for turning mortals into immortals. Eredin was the first example of this power. The eighth, and our current age, was originally prophesied to be called the Age of Glory, where Eredin would lead human civilization to new heights. However, when Eredin was supposed to return and lead, he mysteriously died instead, making way for the Age of Lost Omens. Currently, in the year 4723, the Age of Lost Omens is a mere 117 years young, and the future is still being written. So, that does it for this episode. You got the quick overview of the material plane, and you're now all brought up to speed on the basics of Golarion history. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can come and travel Golarion with me. And as always, thanks for watching.